Um, we're just gonna start without audio because I forgot that it sounded like he was eating his mic at the beginning. We went against a two-wheeled horizontal that was plastic, so they weren't gonna do too much damage to us, but they got lucky. You'll see. I wasn't too worried going into this fight because we've went against two-wheeled horizontals before, but um, as you can see, this is actually, I think, a rental, but they let him do it against full bots. That hit, got a pretty decent hit. Part of his blade immediately broke. I know I lose drive in one of my motor, like right there. Like I'm not even sure because it was working. It wasn't even a hit that had me lose drive in that motor. And not much is going to happen for the next 2 minutes. This is pretty much about it because unfortunately they didn't remove that wheel, so we just have a dead wheel because the gearbox stripped a gear, and that happens once again the same day. But this was, you can see also that I get life for a little bit, like the gear catches, I guess. And yeah, this was not a very exciting fight because they apparently don't have much control over their robot either. I think it's because the child controlling it. I end up winning anyways because nothing they do actually does anything, and we just sort of and since we took out their weapon, but yeah, this is not exactly a very exciting fight to watch, and I was really frustrated because I was trying to crab walk the best I can. There's not much to talk about because it just sort of, I need to get away from N20s as far as my motors, but that's going to be a whole redesign in order to do that because it's going to change a lot the weight distribution. So there isn't much to talk about with this fight. So yeah, with that, once the timer's out, we're gonna go on to the next one. So that was a first win. This next fight was against Weird Flex. This is Team YO. So this is like a ranked bot. Like we're talking like top 12 control bot, a wedge. So I know I'm gonna have to drive pretty well here going into it, but.
All right, there we go. So Bigfoot, that brown robot, okay, Weird Flex, that purple robot with the bright eyes.
Yeah, so this fight I was pretty oh god, there we go, it's loading. But yeah, this is going to be a very drive-heavy match.
All right, we're good to go. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, fight!
All right, the two control bots going at it. This is Bigfoot, Weird Flex. So Bigfoot with that lifter, but maybe not quite the ground game as Weird Flex. Weird Flex definitely able to outreach them.
I come back pretty quick getting that pin right there.
But the lifter of Bigfoot should be an advantage. Yeah, using that to not only lift, but also grapple with their opponent.
Can be kind of jerky.
A lot of fork locking in this match.
There's a lot of back and forth trying to get each other. I seem to be able to just barely get underneath them most of the time. But he really knows what he's doing here.
Just a very tight control battle. A lot of vying for position. There's a pin from Bigfoot. Now carrying them across the arena. Skillful bit of driving there.
I wanted to get him in the pit. Getting a knockout would be huge. It's a pretty...
Halfway through, Bigfoot starting to rack up the pins. So doing a good job against such a fierce control bot as Weird Flex. They tend to do very, very well in these competitions.
My forks are
they've got a lot of experience doing well in this arena specifically.
But yeah, there's where he gets underneath the bottom, and we realize that the forks have too much movement.
Kind of propped up on their own forks.
But the forks are basically pointed downward,
Weird flex,
he
nice
was
enough
nice
to free them.
got me
They don't want to
down.
win that way. But Bigfoot definitely stumbling upon a design flaw.
Yeah, he ends up sort of controlling the second half of the match, and he does basically the same thing, but against the wall. There's not really anything I can do to get out of it.
It's happened again. Bigfoot propped up there. 10.
Yeah, he's nice, and he was really generous in
time winding down
from that. And that's a fatal flaw that we'll have to make some major design changes for the rest of the event. We ended up putting tape.
Well done. Good driving match from both our competitors.
Real rough.
This will go to our judge.
We actually somehow won that one, even though arguably we shouldn't have. But yeah, that was a rough match. Even though we won. Our first 2 wins, they didn't feel great. Honestly, the ones where I lost are much better to watch. But yeah, we drove good, but we had some fatal flaws in our design that.
And they will be, against the forever aggressive Nosferatu.
We would have won if we would have definitely won if we wouldn't have had them. We wouldn't have a conversation about it, but. We barely won in spite of him. We won because of his generosity. But this is against a 4-wheel vert.
All right.
He's a very aggressive driver. He's known for being aggressive.
Drivers ready?
And for being honest, how I designed Bigfoot definitely pays off in the first half, but it isn't quite enough to secure the win. Spoiler alert.
All right. Nosferatu up to speed.
There's a lot of locking horns throughout the match.
Yeah, Nos chasing them around.
Good chunk of the match to
Bigfoot has a good ground game though, so good bit of driving. They're going to try to stay squared up, ideally with the side of Nosferatu.
Makes it difficult for us to really get under him.
Nosferatu obviously with a very, very powerful weapon though, so Bigfoot's going to need to be careful that they don't lose the forks on the front.
But since it's a CNC
part, pushing Nosferatu up against the side.
Super eager, but yeah, we're able to control.
Well done. Now backing them in
half the match
to the corner. Nosferatu chasing them pretty close to the pit.
I should have used his aggression to his advantage to try to get him in the pit. I think we could have done it, but.
Just getting ready to cross the halfway point.
I think if I go against Jer again, I'm gonna try to use his there. He gets that hit.
Good pop in the air there.
Puts us on our back
foot.
Oh,
Bigfoot's got to be careful driving backwards like that.
He gets the other hit.
Nosferatu all over them, so they've found a combo starting to capitalize. Bigfoot still seems functional.
But yeah, somewhere around the line he stripped that gearbox. And we lose drive. Maybe if he wouldn't have stripped that gearbox.
Time is starting to wind down in this match. We've got about 30 seconds left. It is all Nosferatu.
I also should have tried to get him to hit that wheel.
Just tearing away at the sides of Bigfoot. Oh, bending up the top cover now.
The top plate's open up.
So Bigfoot hurting after that.
It's a soft TPU plate, so the screws just pulled through. Didn't actually damage
Nosferatu getting kind of excited.
Used washers.
Got to be careful of that pit. 10 seconds left.
But yeah, we were able to go to a judge's decision. So
3.
I think I should have used his aggression against him. Knowing he's an aggressive driver instead of just playing as defensively trying to.
All right, we'll see what our judges think of that.
But yeah, that was a pretty fun fight. We didn't actually take that much damage. The base plate was cracked a little bit, but he didn't really. The base plate or the top plate being damaged, I think, looked worse than it actually was. At the end, I put my flipper up into his weapon, which was my own bad, but I was desperate and knew I was going to lose, but trying to get something in. This last fight is against Super Space Turtle.
All right, in the arena,
ranked bot.
We have Super Space Turtle and Bigfoot. Drivers ready?
Wedge from Team Wyo.
All right, let's begin the match in 3, 2,
It'll be pretty obvious why I end up losing. He is faster than us, and he is
Bigfoot versus a turtle. Never a thought I thought I would consider.
He's faster than us. He can
One
push
might
us
say
around,
the tortoise
so
and the
really
hairy.
is rough. I'm trying to see if there's a point where we actually
Good pin from Super Space Turtle.
See who's actually lower. Because he gets to the side of us a lot. Because he's
very similar wheels on both robots, but the drive power difference is definitely biased towards Super Space Turtle.
Because we don't really get... Because he's able to push us around when we lock horns. This is the point where I'm trying to bait him to try to go
after us. Both robots know the danger of that pit.
I know I'm losing.
Feeling each other out. Seeing who goes for a move first.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it. This is
keep an eye on the lifter of Bigfoot. They can use that to maybe invert Super Space Turtle. We've seen that cause problems for them in the past.
I'm trying to play more by the pit because I know I'm losing, and it's the last match of the qualifying rounds. So here I am trying to bait him, trying to get him to run over us.
Bigfoot just trying to bait them in.
Doesn't quite work. He keeps getting underneath.
They don't have many options left in this match.
There's not much
I don't know if they've won a single exchange.
Yeah, control bots are not who we really want to be fighting with this.
10 seconds left.
Especially because he's a really good driver and he just faster and can push us. So a nightmare matchup, honestly.
And that's a match. Well done.
But yeah, that was the fight, or that was the 4 fights we got in. We were as middle of the pack as you can get. 34 bots. We were 17th. So literally we did not, we were middle. 0 point difference. We were as middle of the pack as it can go. So yeah, that was very middling. I was kind of disappointed. Our wins weren't as decisive or as exciting as I wanted to, and our losses were hard fought, but I'm not as disappointed because Nosferatu, Weird Flex, and Super Space Turtle are all really good bots. They're all ranked, and we were able to hold our own against them, last the full time. So next weekend, so this Saturday and 2 days from now, we'll be in Michigan for Michigan Mashup, another big fight. Hopefully we get more wins than losses, but hopefully I'll actually also remember to do an analysis on the Thursday after. And but yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully next week, and hopefully we have better news. We have a better than 2-2 record. And then we'll see. I've got a lot of stuff going on right now, so we'll see what we plan on doing with Bigfoot and future bots. That's still up in the air, but hopefully the week after I can actually give you maybe a roadmap to what I plan on doing next. So hope you all have a good night, and thank you for your time.